on the inside. Oh my goodness! The longest shot has won the Kentucky Derby. Rich Strike has done it in a stunning, unbelievable upset.
We welcome you to the 148th Kentucky Derby.
To me, we'd won just getting in. We'd never been there before, we might not ever get back again. There was no pressure.
The long shot of the race, Rich Strike.
And my biggest thing was I wanted respect for Richie after the race.
I know the odds are really long at 79-1, but what have we learned about the Derby? You never know.
So my family and I grew up, and we would spend each day of the Derby listening to the stories of the horses and the home life, if you will, the jockeys, the trainers, everything that went into that horse, their story, their fight, what they had been through. We would look at the animals, what was their gait like? What was their stance like? Did they have that extra something special in them? And we would pick a winner, and every year one of us would win. I mean, inevitably.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby.
I didn't think he would win the race. I thought he could win the race.
As they race by us for the first time, it will be Summers tomorrow to lead the way.
And I said, Eric, if we can just finish in the middle of the pack, look what an accomplishment we have.
That opening half mile was, whoa, blazing fast.
I said, Sonny, if you can turn for home with 6 or 7 in front of you, you can win.
Well, I get to the Derby this year. Lifelong dream. There's so much going on. It's unbelievable, but there's no story. I don't get to sit and listen. I don't get to hear about each animal, but there's a buzz. Obviously, it's Epicenter, Sabanife, Messier, all the big names that you hear. So each person in my family, we said, okay, we called home and we like, who do you want to vote for? We placed the bet for each person. And then we had our long shot. Well, our long shot was Happy Jack. And at the time, Happy Jack was just a name of a friend of my husband's. And so we thought, well, we like that name, we'll go with that.
Epicenter is moving up quickly.
He's exactly where you had envisioned it and felt like he was good enough to win it.
I lost Richie. I could not see him anywhere.
I found a lot of traffic, and then I say I had to wait to the stretch.
Then all of a sudden there's a gap, and I said, Sonny's going to take that gap. I know he is. If he doesn't, he'll regret it for the rest of his life.
Well, I'll be darned. We're watching the race. We've got great seats. And we see one of ours that we picked coming around the bend. Number 3, coming around the bend. We're excited. It's Cyberknife. My eyes are focused on that horse. That's one that we picked. We're gonna win. The whole way around the bend, I see it coming. The crowd's going wild. Chill bumps on my arms. It was unbelievable. It was more than I can ever imagine or describe.
Epicenter and Sandon, these two strive for triumph.
The last one I expected to be making that late move was Rich Strike.
This is the moment. Epicenter repelled Sandan's bid, and lo and behold, here comes Rich Strike.
I didn't realize he was about to catch Epicenter and the horses that were on the lead. I don't even see him.
Rich Strike is coming up on the inside.
Man, he just kicked in and hit another gear.
15 yards before the wire, I say, I think I got that race.
Oh my goodness! The longest shot has won the Kentucky Derby. Rich Strike has done it in a stunning, unbelievable upset.
But then there was silence at the end. Nobody knew what to do. And I didn't know what was going on. I saw that my horse won. At least it looked like our horse won. But then it didn't win. There was this other horse that won. There was a buzz about Rich Strike then. And what last minute came around, I didn't see anything coming around the bend. I literally had to go back and Google the race to see this horse magically appear and make its way to the front from the very back.
I grabbed my dad and I shake him. I said, Dad, we just won the Kentucky Derby.
Absolutely unbelievable. That was the biggest thrill I've ever had in my life, standing there watching his horse pass that finish line.
That's one of the biggest upsets in in the history of the Kentucky Derby. Friday morning at 8 a.m., this horse was not in the race.
This is the most unbelievable day ever. Impossible.
It's not about me. It's not about Sonny. It's not about my team. It's about Richie. He is this miracle that shouldn't be there, but he's the one that did all the work. He just can't do all the talking.
It was the most unbelievable thing, and I wish I could go back and watch that live, but we didn't know. It was a surprise. It was a shock to everybody, and I'm talking about the entire place was in shock because of that. Well, that's kind of what you guys get to do every day. You get to take these kids that nobody has hope in, that nobody believes in, and you get to believe in them. I got to teach for 28 years, and oh my gosh, that was my thing, that was my goal. Find that kid that nobody believes in and make them at least have confidence, at least believe they're worthy, and at least believe that they can do it. And then show them they can do it. Make them feel comfortable. They're not supposed to know the answers. I'm the teacher. I'm the one that's supposed to show them those things. So yes, that Derby was a lesson of a lifetime. This person was not supposed to win. This person wasn't even on the t-shirt we got from the Derby. This Rich Strike was not even on there. But Rich Strike was ready. His trainer was ready and his jockey was ready, but it took all three of those beings to believe in themselves and to believe that that horse could do it. And so when you believe that your students can do it, it's the most amazing thing in the world when they do it, when they show progress, when they show growth, when they become a different person by the end of the year, when they become comfortable and trusting of you.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
So my word of advice is, as you're teaching, what is your why? And as these students are in your room, have them figure out what their why is. Because as you know, it takes all of us. So take this lesson and even show it and talk about it with your class. So what an opportunity you have. I hope you have a wonderful year, and God bless.
My challenge to you is to be ready when your chance comes this year to show a kid or staff member that they truly are a champion. You're going to cross paths with students and people that have major deficits and obstacles in school and in life this year. You can't control the odds, but you can control how you respond to them. As Nicole said, it's going to take all of us aboard the ship. None of us have it all together, but together we have it all. 80-1. You're not lucky to be on the ship. You're meant to be here. Anchor down, Commodores.
Oh, babe, things are changing now. I can't tell.